John B. Calhoun was a American ethologist and behavior researcher, okay? He claimed that the effects of overpopulation on rodents were a grim model for the future of the human race. In the 1960s, Calhoun created a rodent housing he called Universe 25. It was a tank that was 101 square inches or 2.5 meters enclosed by walls 54 inches high. So he built these white rats, mice, rodents, a small city, and ran a test on them. Okay? This tank had 16 walls and had a stairs in a form of a vertical mesh tunnel, horizontal corridors leading to a nesting box or nesting boxes where the rats would go in, mate, and pretty much sleep and have their children. Also, those rodents had a unlimited supply of clean water, food, and material to nest on. Universe 25 is a rat city. Just like humans are living in a city, Universe 25 is a rat city where rats live, go to work, have children, take care of them, eat, sleep every single day. The rodents would reproduce, and every 60 days, the population would double. Okay, every 60 days, the rodent, rat, mice population would double. There was plenty of space, but mice began to crowd into areas of Universe 25, which led to overpopulation in those areas and random acts of violence in the rodent population occurred. Mice eventually stopped mating with each other. Because it started to break out in chaos, the mice stopped mating with each other. Some mice became antisocial because of the overcrowding and homosexual behavior. Whoa, that started happening. The beautiful ones, which are the offspring of these chaotic mice, their children, their lineage. And we'll get into them in a minute. And their offspring would just keep to themselves. They wouldn't socialize with anyone else. Now, the female mice withstood attacks and aggressive mating behavior from the male mice. The mothers start abandoning their offsprings. Some baby mice were attacked by their mother or cannibalized by others, even though there was plenty of food. Even though there was plenty of food, those mice ended up eating their own, eating each other alive. In the 1970s, an era that was experiencing unprecedented population growth, Calhoun's findings seemed to support a doomsday scenario for humans. A sociologist by the name of John Freeman presented the argument that it wasn't necessarily overpopulation, but it was the increase of social interaction that drove the mice mad. When the mice numbers began to decline, they did not mate. They refused to mate. They just died off. Now, there were some rodents that adopted and thrived among the chaos. So they still succeeded and did what they had to do. So there were rodents who did thrive among the chaos. And Calhoun took the beautiful ones. Remember, I was telling you the beautiful ones were the offsprings of the mice, rodents that were in chaos. They didn't do anything. Calhoun put them in their own Universe 21, their own Rat City, all of the beautiful ones, and all they did was eat, groom themselves, and they didn't mate and went to sleep. They died off. Now, who does this sound like? You can use this study for society, which he did use it for. You can also use this study for cultures, races, ethnicities. And since I'm black, I'm going to compare this experiment to Black America because it sounds strikingly similar. And this proves human and mice, those mice running around the downtown areas in your cities, even in your homes. You look down on them when you guys, both of you, have very similar behaviors. Wow. And I know what the pro-black is going to say, the pro-black female and the pro-black male, they're going to say he's a white supremacist. And he just may be a white supremacist. He did die in 1995. Okay, so he was around since the 1900s, early 1900s. So he just may be a white supremacist. However, the results came back conclusive. Conclusive. And I personally believe social interaction have a bit to do with it. Because when you have groups of people who hang out and they're interacting with each other, and normally they're setting rules, designs, institutions, systems. So you have beliefs that don't line up with other beliefs and they clash. Okay, this is a small portion or a medium or maybe even a huge portion of the pie, along with other generational curses and political flaws. Those all play a role in this also. The mice were attacking each other. The mothers were eating their babies alive. You can translate that to abortion in Black America. Chaos, men fighting men, eating each other alive, gang violence, world star hip hop. And not only that, you have different cultures that are clashing and they don't get along. Different cultures are different worlds. This is why cultures don't get along. Blacks don't get along with whites. Whites don't get along with Hispanics. These are different worlds that are colliding in a city, in a box. This could be a metaphor for Los Angeles. How Los Angeles is a huge melting pot and you do have chaos in certain parts of town. Immigrants are moving in. The residents, the citizens are like, who in the fuck are you? They're fighting, killing each other. They stop mating with each other. The men went gay. The women went gay. Their population started dying off, and their children just became dumb vegetables. You know what a vegetable is? A human vegetable, which is called the beautiful ones. You have scientists, and these are very, very smart men. High IQ, very unique, rare men. They do experiments on rats and people, and they both respond the same. I'm out. Peace.